This is the INO podcast where we all about healthy debate, honest conversation, and talking bare junk. Information, knowledge, observation. So let's get straight into it.
Mm-hmm.
First thing we can start hot. So a conversation was going on social media.
Mm-hmm.
It's the conversation we hear all the time, every single year, about
Oh, gosh.
what people are feeling regarding the fact that the music sounds the same and that it seems a bit lazy in the writing and a bit monotonous. And I wanted to get your
Mhm.
thoughts on it because you are a songwriter and you have a lot of music that have touched people in many ways, right?
Mhm.
So what do you think about people saying that about the genre that you are in that you contribute to?
What I would say is that at first, because I didn't start as a soca songwriter.
Mm.
Like my first language is like island pop, R&B, pop, those kinds of vibes. So I used to kind of feel that way too in terms of thinking, well, all soca about the same thing. Like it would get boring just writing jump on wave, jump on wave, jump on wave. However, as soca evolves.
Is that a
However,
wave or jump or jump or wave? You gotta choose me one.
no,
Never put
sometimes
away.
it's bounce. Sometimes it's bounce.
Sometimes it's bounce. And raise a flag.
But real talk,
Tremble.
like the evolution of
I'm
soca
Ben.
has
Wait, hold on. Okay. Okay. Evolution of
Yes.
soccer, right?
Right.
Okay.
the evolution of soca, right? Is showing that we can have a lot of different topics and we can have a lot of different genres mixed in and fused with the soca to make it a different kind of sound. So if you think about artists like even like Rupi, artists like Cass and things that Marshall trying to do, even like we come home for a recent example and stuff, like we are doing more fusions. And that is what interests me because island pop is my thing. And I'm like, oh, well, maybe I could bring a different kind of fresh kind of vibes to this. So that is what I try to do as a songwriter and how I got out of the thinking that soca has to be one thing. What I would say is that it can come off as though a lot of people still think that way. To think that if you want a hit, you gotta write a certain kind of song. And what I would say is to be honest, the audience often proves it to be right. Because people complain about these songs all the time. I'll be like, oh, I want a different vibe or whatever. But then the biggest songs for the festival will still be in the same kind of vibe that they were complaining about in the first place.
Yeah.
So it's like, do you not like it or do you like it?
Interesting take. Okay, yeah, I agree. I agree.
He don't want to agree with me.
No.
Real
I
bad.
agree. No, I agree, but at the same time, I kind of get what they're saying in terms of I find that my take is this, right?
Mhm.
When it comes to people saying that soca art, a lot of soca artists bring out just slackness and the lyrics are lazy, and the of a sexual nature is just somebody saying, grind you down or whatever in a very sexual way, right?
Or a double entendre.
A double entendre, that kind of
Mhm.
thing.
Mhm.
Which also the double entendres I find have deteriorated over the years.
Oh,
I
great.
can't remember when the last
Greatly.
one. I can't remember the last one that I said, oh, that's a good one.
I thought Mobby was good.
That's not
That's
my
not even
favorite.
that's
I love
that's double entendre.
Dog
yeah,
easy.
tear the bark off of you.
Yeah, but that's not double
No,
entendre
okay,
though,
not
is it?
really.
Mobby
You
Bart
like
Bartley dog.
Mobby.
But that's a metaphor.
You like
though.
no, that would kind of be like onomatopoeia. Anyways, carry on.
Right.
We're wrong.
So for example, I think a double entendre should be like if you're saying going fucking.
Yeah.
Right,
Yeah, correct. You're correct.
But it has deteriorated. My thing is this. It is very interesting to me when we as like in the region we gatekeep how people try to diminish the quality of what we do, whether it's that bad judgments based off of like walking up, how the music sound, the lewd nature of carnival, blah blah blah. We got the most to say.
Mm.
But we let low quality shock value music
Oh.
internally that we don't gatekeep get authenticated and put on a pedestal with the music that you're trying to make. The music that Rupi or whether it be Faith or anybody like that would try to put out where it's actually of something that you can internationalize. And I find that we always leave room for a few to also get credibility. And it makes me wonder if we really care about the culture as much as we say we do? That is my question. I
What
don't know.
is funny? That was not a question.
Well, yeah, my question is, do we really care about the culture as much as we say we do? And also, should we not gatekeep the quality that we want to say is something that we should let get popular?
I
Mhm.
don't think I understand your second point. When you say gatekeep, you mean elaborate on for me.
Gatekeep basically means quality assurance.
But how would you measure that? Like, how would you do that?
How would you
They would have
police
got
it?
like a person, like you can go around to the studios and be like, let me
Not
hear you
good. That's
song.
not good. That's not good. That can't.
Right. To me, it's very like subjective, isn't it?
Yeah, because how you gonna tell somebody that their song is shite, essentially? Like, you
Especially
can't-
when that person might have people that are telling him and truly believe this song
Yeah.
decent.
Well, I wouldn't believe that there actually are songs that can be shite, right?
Oh,
Right.
dead ass,
Right,
bro.
okay then.
Yeah.
But
I'm saying-
but there's something like that
Let me
exists already.
let me give you an example. Okay, let me give you an
Like
example.
the DJs on the radio
In my
stations.
opinion, in my
Yeah.
They
opinion,
tastemakers.
in my opinion, this is how it's worked to me. Somebody brings out a song, and the song gets a lot of popularity because it could be funny, and also because Jan, you good? And nobody hear that, but we hear saying drop this now. Big man,
Yeah, sounded very wet.
I
Yeah.
go pee and fall down.
All right,
Yeah.
because if you got daughter in your house, he on the ground, his daughter's on the ground, and his daughter just fell. So yeah, but right, so this is how it works to me.
Mhm.
And Monica, correct me if I'm wrong. Somebody puts out a song that is intentionally shite. It is a parody, but because it is shite and like a parody of soca, it gets a lot of buzz. So it doesn't get good because it doesn't get big because of the quality. It gets big because of the shock value.
Right.
But then eventually, one DJ, not saying you though,
I'm
Kofi,
listening,
right? But
I'm
one
listening.
DJ, eventually, because it gets a lot of rounds on social media, plays a little bit and effect, everybody freak out because they know the song, they laugh
Yeah.
about it in group chat, blah, blah, blah. It gets legitimized though.
Right.
It gets legitimized because it gets played with all these stuff that gets played.
Interesting.
No,
Right.
no.
So wait, hold on, mate. Give me a sec. So because that gets, so now because of the shock value, right?
Right.
People are still reacting to it. So then other DJs can do the same thing.
Correct.
And so the
cycle continues.
the cycle continues until it gets big. And then this thing that was only big off of the fact that it was lewd or
It's
had
supposed to be a
something.
joke.
Right. So then the things that are like a joke or a mockery of the actual music that comes out actually becomes as big as the music. And we have had
Bigger.
we have paved
Or
a
bigger.
way for that to always happen. And for in last like in recent years. So it's kind of like, is that a reflection of how we actually look at our music? And if that is the case, if we don't take our music seriously, right, that we will put these songs on a pedestal, then who on the outskirts would do that?
All right.
That's my question.
My main thing with what you're saying is, well, two things. Is that specifically isn't native to Barbados though, because I'm pretty sure the average person would find it easier to name 3 main musicians than the 3 new R&B musicians.
What does it mean, musician?
Ice JJ Fish, the man that just met Foolish Songs.
Nah.
A lot of and it's like a lot of these same Foolish Songs gets airplay. That's an international thing. Baby
But-
Shark was
but
number
how
1
are
song
you-
on the Billboard though.
All right, for instance, like Baby
Shark's a
Shark.
bop, though.
Yeah, Baby Shark is a bop.
But it's the same. It's not like a representation of a. I mean, can't it's representation
No,
of a
that
genre,
is
but
the
it's not like
hardest
pop
children's
music.
song to come out since I Love You, You Love Me.
But
Like, that's what I'm trying to say. It's all subjective to like the person now, the audience that you're making the music for. As a child, you cannot tell me that Baby Shark is not bopping.
but it was
I asked somebody asked me to play Baby Shark the other day. like,
right. I was
less
going
than
to tell you
6
like
days ago.
I think the same satire happened where like people were performing Baby Shark or whatever. But my thing is, which is I'm saying all this to say, the shock value never starts as you say the DJ. Those aren't the main perpetrators. The main perpetrators are the main like errant scenario. The tastemakers
Mm-hmm.
a while ago I felt became the people, the audience. It
Yeah.
starts there. There's a lot of things that it will start on social media. So it's not necessarily that people are saying, yeah, this is the music to push. But in reality, the shock value is like that. It's shock value. And
But
all
that's
four
what
of
Mark is saying.
all 4 of us are shocked. And we're like, oh whoa, we're shocked. It's 2023. Someone in Jamaica will see immediately. It doesn't have to go that far.
Yeah, because it's right at our fingertips.
Right, that same song today that went about, a friend of mine from Grenada could tell me about that today.
Which song?
You might not. They won't know about bullying. You might not.
Right.
Mosey might not know about the song. I mean,
You could sing it.
no, Mosey. But my thing is, right, this is already left the Barbadian diaspora. We can no longer keep this. And yet someone in this room of that diaspora in music ain't no way talking about.
Right, okay.
Yeah.
Just because people hear it doesn't mean that it has legitimacy. As in, you could hear something, but my thing is now is, for example, if we put that now on the top 15 biggest songs for Kaduma because it was played so much.
But
That is legitimate.
that does not really matter because the internet is what running things. The audience is who has the power. So let's say the NCF put out top 20 songs for crop over. No one is seeing that. But if somebody put out something online and it gone viral, then everybody is seeing that. So that's really the qualifying factor, the audience, not really the
Right.
people in
That's what I'm
charge
getting at.
anymore.
Okay,
the
so-
audience is in charge.
And in reality, if the audience from Jamaica say, look, that the legitimate music coming out of Barbados is already out of our hands.
So
Yeah.
okay,
It's-
so my question to you two would be, in response to what I'm saying, you think that there's nothing you could do, or it's not really a big deal?
Neither of those
Oh,
options.
so what is that y'all are saying in response to what you're saying?
There's not much we could do, I'd rather say. Because at the end of the day, we could try our there still is an issue of us, like, I don't want to name people that happened to lately, but we're like the same internet songs get pushed on the internet. So then people in facts, which you don't know about, people is being facts asking to hear that, not necessarily because the DJ played it, but because they know that song on this rhythm. So if you play this rhythm,
Mhm,
they can want to hear the
that
jokey song because in their head, the association already there. But my point is like, there's only X we could go.
There's only
X we could do, Ben.
Oh,
There's only
okay,
so
okay.
far we could go in terms of like trying to keep it serious.
There's a part of our culture that I think is bigger than others, where a large subsection sees soca as a joke. That is my personal opinion. I don't see, in terms of the percentage of music that comes out that gets the popularity and legitimacy to make it big, popular, etc. during the season, I don't see any other genre making the parody music so big. That's my opinion. There's
Well, I
always
would-
been a
well, I
lane
would
for
In
it.
Barbados,
There's
you
always
mean?
been in Barbados.
Okay.
We always leave a place for the shock value, skin out, talk sign, say something funny,
But that's
over
our
soca beat.
thing.
Right.
Yeah,
That's my
that's what
that's
the-
what I'm
that's-
thinking. Like that's our
what
thing.
that's what the
Everything goes back
Barbadian-
to the audience, and
we
Barbadians
like.
love humor. Like they love jokes.
We
You
like
know,
that.
there's a.
You like what?
They like that.
I swear, someone. Joanna said something just now.
Nah,
No,
Oh.
Even
There-
original duck
That's
say
not
so.
loud.
There's
Wanna
a
like
soca
that,
tent in
It's true.
Barbados named Stray Cats.
Yes.
Mhm.
We all know about Stray.
That's a party
Okay.
tank.
Stray Cats is just like. I know this and then the competitors. Like, I mean, I love any sort of support toward the culture or whatever, right? But just like people just go to Stray Cats tent as if it's a laugh it off comedy show. My brother told me a story about a man that the Miscali, the Mighty C met, because he used to work for Carl Williams. I'm not making any of this, by the way. This is and he went up on stage from where he her hat on a high vis vest and get out there and have a pay me, pay me, pay me, and walk up on everybody on the stage, all the speakers, and that was his song.
So what is soca to y'all? It's
My all of this is saying, right? This is a soca tent.
Mhm.
This is a part of the of the culture.
So
right, it's part of the culture.
So a part of the by the way, the people that I'm not speaking about would be parties done in a classy way. For example, Mad. For example, Nard.
No, but
etc.
what I would say is that there's intentional shit and then there's shit.
Right.
With
I'm not
production
talking about. I just
value.
want to be clear. I'm not talking about.
Because-
But I just want to make sure. I just want to be clear though. I am not talking about the intentional shit. I'm not saying that all music that has made you chuckle is in this category. I'm talking about the intentionally shite music.
So you don't mean an intelligent party. You just mean shit.
Yeah, I just mean shite.
No, but what?
Oh,
But then
okay, that's
if you
not what I
say it, you
understood.
gotta say it because they got like serious songs that are also shite. So should they be kept, or them could play from the radio even though them song bad?
Oh, but if anything that sounds bad shouldn't be played on the radio.
Everything
I
also
personally believe
all
that.
bad songs is so because it gotta go.
Right.
Cool.
Right. So Okay, so
I will feel stink. You could imagine, like, say he release like 15 songs and it gets sent to like Mikey Mix or saying, and then he's like, this one didn't pass.
but DJs don't do that. Don't
But
DJs
they
do
do
that?
do that.
They should. I hope
Mentally.
they do.
Mentally, but it would just be rough. Like,
Nah,
and then
but
there's
that's
some
They don't tell you
people,
nothing
there's
which
some
is
But
people
you know
that will
what's
never
funny?
be able to get on the radio, and then they invested all of their money to get this song made. I mean, granted, some people's songs don't get
There's a guy
played,
named Admiral.
but he will be the one for this job.
Yes.
Listen, he will
He does
lavish
it.
in
There
it.
were 5
He's like,
songs a year.
"So, listen, your producer
songs a
let
year.
you come out to the
All but
studio.
Nicholas Branca.
So basically, anything goes. Whatever people think, wherever the reason it gets popular, whatever. If it's shock value, if
Right.
it's quality, if it's
I
if
feel
it's
like that's
really
how
funny.
art should be. People should be able to express themselves however they
Okay.
want, and then I would decide whether I want to consume it or not.
Yeah, that's
But
pretty much what I was about to
fair,
say.
right. So my only thing, I wasn't saying that. I was just saying people could do whatever they want, but what it is that we actually stand behind as like our music, I find that a lot of things is like creep tree door that I think are more of just like the
What's an example?
intentional.
Things that
Like,
crack
even
through
if
the
we
door.
even if we edit it out, I'm being very serious. I'm trying to think about what songs Beijing push.
Mark this, Gianni, just in case I change my mind. Upon reflection, can we all agree? Makitone's song was
No,
cunt.
It's
no.
so funny
but,
that you
all
said
right.
that.
Makitone's song was bare cunt.
I'm gonna
I
tell
do
y'all
not
a
think- I
story
do not
that is
think-
gonna
was
blow
only
your
big.
minds.
But Father Phyllis falls within this category to some degree.
I
but he
was
does
I
it
was
well.
thinking about him.
But he does it well.
Nah, let
He
it
does
feel
it well.
stuff.
He does it
does
well,
it
to
well
me.
to me.
To me, he has metaphors and describes what
He
can
got
happen in a certain
lyrics.
way that are very
Mhm.
unique.
He got
But
lyrics,
I
but he
see
still
anybody else
he
doing
still
that.
has a character
He
vibe.
starts the character. So that part I understand.
Mhm.
But
When you say
anything-
Makitone's song, what song do you mean? And then
Bro,
make that question.
all
I
the
mean that
time we can
question.
think of in life
But
are
that's the
cunt.
thing. I
Do you
can
mean
think of
Tory, like Tory
one.
Walker, or the
Man,
one
Tory
that
Walker
they
is
made?
swear to
Because he
God.
actually made like a song. Like, in
He
his
right, but
studio.
he did not make Tory Walkout was not even a song. Once again, this is
I
a
feel like Tory
blasphemy.
Walker was a good song. It was just put out there. I
That's
think
my
that
guy
Tory
named
Walker
Maki,
was better than
Maki.
Right, that is a song. And nobody pushed that though.
People, okay.
Nobody,
I can
sorry,
tell- I
nobody
can tell
pushed
my
that
story.
to the level that I think Marcus was talking.
Oh
I
yeah,
can
no,
tell
they
my
did.
story.
They did.
Beginning
They did.
Mackie?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, of course.
All right, save me.
That was, and it was shit. And I can think of more. I can think of more.
Listen,
I don't want the
Let me
Mackie
think
song.
of more.
Hold on. Where does Pound and them fit then?
Nah, I feel like some of their songs.
Hold on, Marcus.
Some of their songs kind of shaky.
Who brought my bottle got 5 words in it.
Depending on your
That's a
song,
big tune.
depending on your
That is
song.
but you see that's the thing.
That's
so
my point.
You don't like
Depending on
Maki
your
too, but
song.
you see, going in Maki that got the same cadence as all on pun it.
Yeah, but the delivery.
When
Nah,
Punk
yeah,
come on,
but Pong got a natural delivery that is quintessentially Bajan.
Or is it nostalgia glasses
wait,
that we
wait.
talking about?
Wait.
Nah, not
Quintessentially.
nostalgia glasses. I don't
Nah,
think
nah,
so.
nah,
Because
nah,
I
nah,
don't
I
feel
don't
like
think so.
even at that
Wait,
age, like
wait,
we're
hold
getting
on.
Maki
We
come
can't-
out,
we
would've
can't
been like,
play-
yeah.
Can we agree? Can we
Yeah.
agree that going in Maki,
That
and
be-
all on pun it,
It's
Pun
the
it,
same. It's
pun
the
it
same.
has some similar qualities to them, right?
Yeah, but not the way they're said though. The way they're said.
You just don't like Maki.
You just
It
don't
sounds
like
so
Maki.
talking
Marcus.
the same
I
shit.
feel like the last time I was here that we talked about Maki.
Really?
Yeah, dog.
Be I want to tell you a story for you.
Let me tell
Oh,
my
go
story.
ahead. Go ahead.
You're gonna like this.
Yeah.
So funny that you should say that and we should have this conversation because yesterday itself, I went to the gas station to get a hot dog. And I saw a person, I'm not gonna call any names, but he wanted to engage with me in conversation about music and the industry and blah blah blah.
Right.
So I was just telling him, how things going for me, bum bum bum. And I was like, yeah, he telling me, good work, bum bum bum. I said, okay, cool. So somehow we ended up talking about other writers and like pipe and saying, and also the blue, the man was like, but that is a better writer than you and let pipe.
Wow.
No,
He
in
said
my
that?
head I was like, you gotta be good.
Baby, sorry. This person is in the industry, or this is just a random body?
You went now?
Okay.
Telling
That's-
story.
that's
At this point in
amazing.
Wait, at
time.
the punchline, right? You can say the name.
No, I can't
Oh.
say the name, Marcus. I
love
get in
it.
that.
That means it's somebody we know.
Somebody come and
Shansi, you
and
have to
run
be.
up
This
on
man
me.
has to be very good.
Yeah, I was like, he gotta be good. Wow.
Yeah.
So, anyways, but he went on to tell me about songs that he contributed to,
Mhm.
and that was one.
Mm.
So his point
Okay.
to me was that soca is not about all of this pretty lyrics
It's
and this
about
pop
vibe.
fusion and thing, it will skin it out. That's all the
Oh, sorry,
girls
that's
want
not
to do.
what I
The
thought you were gonna
girls
say.
want to work at sing, and that is why certain songs just get big. Like, I
Mm.
don't want to use another example because it could be more obvious, but let me say like Father Phillips or whatever he's saying that Bashment will get a lot more forward because no one is
But that's
interested
really
in
popular
hearing
songs.
serious music.
What do you think about what he said though?
I don't agree. I don't agree because everybody likes something different, and I feel like the same thing
We
back
ain't
to
doing
the
that political
audience.
answer. We're not doing that, Shanna. This is not. We're not doing that. That
No,
everybody just
I
likes
don't
all the
agree.
things, and
No,
like
but I
everything's
do.
relative. And
I like bashment, but I also like I
Okay.
prefer to write like raga soca and things like that. That's what I feel the writing, but I can still party to bashment. I don't see nothing wrong
Oh,
with
you
that.
would. I've seen you.
But
Of course,
but
yeah.
my thing, I ain't saying that all bashment is like junk or anything. But I saying that there are some things are just lazy. Some things,
No, that's
as in, if I just go on a beat and I say all up is your crutch, all up is your crutch, all up is your crutch, right?
I tell you that would hit. If you record that, no.
But the thing is,
Does
right?
does
But
that
what-
not blow y'all's mind that
but what- but
this
what
is
Shanna
what
said-
pedestalized on in our culture?
What Shannon said applies. People like
I
different
got that
things.
shit down
Mhm.
pat.
That's all real good.
bro.
That's my brother.
I was like, yeah, dog. Yeah, dog.
I need words, you know, words
I
is
never
my thing.
used that word in my life. But
Yo,
I think
when you use that word, I was
nailed
like,
that
whoa.
landed. though.
No, wow, damn,
Yeah,
nigga.
I get
Might
thanks
get
for
first
judging.
Yeah,
place.
I was like,
But
go,
right,
bro.
but yeah, that doesn't bother y'all.
I was trying to say it was
Yes.
like people can late when they late, and as the man said in his story as well, which I think is true. A lot of people just think soca is something for the girls to get out to,
Mhm.
especially like a certain demographic, a little younger than we, not that we young old people, but you know, then people don't really care about music. They just want to be wild for a little bit, and it's very easy to be wild to all in and crash, all in and crash, all in and
See,
crash.
you remember it catchy.
It is.
Bro, we getting by Barry after this. Wait, we got studio right here. I'm so confused. Sorry, I have a moment.
But
You
I
do
have
soca,
such a
Mozzie.
dance.
Long story.
Mozzie, you ever make a soca beat?
I have, Chan. Yeah.
Yeah.
Not you, not not you voicing the fact.
I like how
How it's done.
I read it.
I like we here literally in Mozzie studio.
Thanks for watching the INO podcast, Information, Knowledge, Observation. Be sure to give this video a like and subscribe to our channel. We'll see you soon.